Hi everyone, Brian McNichols here, and I am back with a map. And I know it's Hollywood Studios again, and I've done this before, but this time is different because a couple weeks ago, I was in Hollywood Studios and I shot a video to demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about these maps. Now, linked below here, you will find the original Hollywood Studios map video that I did that explains the whole thing. This one is just going to be rope drop procedures. Like I said, this was filmed a few weeks ago on a Saturday morning. On our crowd calendar at touringplans.com, it ended up being a 7 out of 10 crowd, so a little bit above average. So let's go to me at Hollywood Studios. I am here at Hollywood Studios. It is, good morning, it is exactly 9 a.m. and I am on Hollywood Boulevard to show you where the people go. I'm gonna head over to Rock and Roller Coaster, to Tower of Terror, to Star Tours, to Toy Story, and show you where all these people are going. Which people am I talking about? These people. It is busy this morning. It is a Saturday. It's gonna be a busy one. Let's see where everyone's going. So now I am going from the entrance where I started the video down Hollywood Boulevard and turning onto Sunset, heading towards Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror. Made the turn onto Sunset here with, I'd say, about half the crowd. My guess is that about 80% of these people are going to go to Rock and Roller Coaster, 20 to Tower of Terror, and the rest of those people are going to Toy Story Midway Mania. Here's what Sunset looks like at the moment. Busy. Coming up on the Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster split. It is only 9:03, made it over here in 3 minutes. Let's see where everybody's going. Huh, it's more split than I thought. It looks like it's about 50-50 heading towards Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror. So I am up on top of a bench like a lunatic, just so you can see, this is right at the arch under the upside down car for Rock and Roller Coaster. This is about where the line stops. It goes into a more official queue up there and then into the real queue. I've been in this before and it's going to be about 30 to 40 minutes. Not too bad actually, but there's not that many attractions in this park. There's only 4 rides. It's this, Tower of Terror, Toy Story Midway Mania, and Star Tours, and that's it. The rest are shows or, yeah, the rest are shows. So there's only 4 choices for people to go to. They all get a little crazy. Right here is Tower of Terror. This is where the Tower of Terror line ends. But the problem is, if you do Tower of Terror first, and then go to Rock and Roller Coaster, that's gonna be even longer. So that's still a better one to go to than this. Let's go, it is now 9:06 a.m. Let's hustle up to Toy Story Mania, see what's going on over there. Tower of Terror was posted at 20 minutes there, by the way. Didn't actually mention it. Now, while I'm working up a sweat walking back to Toy Story Midway Mania, I should caveat, I didn't actually get to the gates until 8:55 or so. I was definitely not the recommended 20 or 30 minutes early, like we tell people to do. By the time I got out of the hotel, and then decided to take the Friendship boat over here instead of walking, which is always a little bit slower, but I'm gonna be walking a lot today, so I didn't feel like putting the extra miles on. So that Rock and Roller Coaster line, if you got here at, say, even 10 to 9, quarter to 9, wouldn't be quite that bad. You'd be farther up in the crowd, walk at a reasonable pace, and you would get there no problem. But most people don't do that, so that's what it will look like if you show up right at 9. Right now I am walking down Sunset Boulevard, around this way into Animation Courtyard and down towards Pixar Place. I'm on Pixar Lane now, coming up on Toy Story. As expected, this line's sticking pretty far out too. Let's go see what that wait time says and see what the line looks like. Now they're moving pretty good now, which means they're filling the interior queue, but I'm gonna guess this is also gonna be like 30-40 minute wait like Rock and Roller Coaster was. I wouldn't recommend coming here first, and the reason is they have that 3rd track now that is for FastPass Plus only. With that, the regular line doesn't move too bad. You could come here, not necessarily midday, but in an hour, and it would probably still be about the same amount of wait as it is now. Okay, so I wasn't 100% right there with Toy Story Mania wait times. They were a little bit more than I estimated. We had a user time their actual wait at 9:25 a.m. and it was 79 minutes. And the wait times didn't actually start dropping until about 11 or 11:30, where there was a period between about 11:30 and 1 where it dropped down to about a 50 or so minute wait time, then went back up, but then really started declining. We had users measuring actual wait times of only about 30-35 minutes in late afternoon, like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then declining from there. So that's what actually happened, Brian, from the past. Now back to you. I'd still probably do Rock and Roller Coaster first, then Tower of Terror, then come over here. If it was me, and I couldn't get fast passes for any of them, but this is a rough line. People just keep adding on to it. So part of the problem here too, there are 4 attractions, but let's say you have small kids, like a lot of people here do. This is the only one of the 4 that doesn't have a height requirement. 40 inches for Tower of Terror and Star Tours. So this is the line. Obviously, it's sticking way out of the building. Lots of people still come here first. Honestly, it's not quite as necessary as it used to be. This is really a product of the not that much else to do. It is posted at 15 minutes up there. I don't believe it for a second. Even just these people would be more than 15 minutes, but the line actually snakes out this side too, and down that way.
Where do you want to go?
So, not much line for Buzz and Woody in there though. 48 for Rock and Roller Coaster. So, if you have kids under 40 inches, it's just this one. All right, so it is 9:12 a.m. now. It took me a few minutes to get over here. Let's go over to Star Tours. I bet that looked a lot different. Here I go once again from Pixar Place, across in front of the old Great Movie Ride right here, down Commissary Lane and coming around this way to Star Tours, which is right down here. All right, made it over here to the Star Wars area. As expected, there's not many people over here. Let's check, coming up on the entrance. I came around Commissary Lane there, but it is much different looking on this side of the park than it was on the other side. There is really nobody coming over here. Posted 10-minute wait. People walking straight inside. They're obviously not using the outdoor queue. You don't see that used that much anymore. And I imagine that 10-minute wait is probably pretty accurate right now. So the moral of the story here is nobody comes to Star Tours. So that doesn't necessarily mean you should though, because here's the problem with that. If you come to Star Tours first, it means you're not going to the other places first, which means when you get over there, those lines are going to be even longer. Now FastPass Plus can alleviate some of that, because you can get a FastPass Plus for, say, Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror, and you can also get one for Star Tours, all in the same But if you can't get any fast passes, you're still better off coming here last, because the wait's just not going to go up as swiftly as it does for those other attractions. I think that is going to do it for this Beat the Crowds video. I'm going to end it right here on Grand Avenue with the future of Hollywood Studios, Star Tours Land popping up there behind me. It's starting to go pretty vertical here, and there's a lot of walls still. We got, what, a year and a half, 2 years to wait for this thing, but it's going to change everything here. And did I do this video knowing that everything's going to change next year and then again the year after that? Of course I did. But it gives me better excuses to come back and do it again. Thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other.